Hi, I thought I would hijack this video to talk about this. If I sound and look tired, I am extremely tired. I'm more tired than I've ever been in my life. But that's not important. What's important is that the new RNPCs are getting revealed. So, at the time of recording this, the first two have been revealed. So we're gonna look at those together. So this is the first one. I really wish that I had like more insider knowledge on these RNPCs because I did talk to Dylan about them. I don't actually have insider knowledge. What do I know about them? I know that they're going to be a little different. I know that they're going to have clear arcs. They're going to probably be more romantic. They're probably going to be more individualized, I think. It seems like a lot of the other RNPCs were kind of templated, and then the dates were all very similar to each other in terms of like the first date is always like, thanks for getting to know me. The second date is always like, here's my tragic backstory. And then the third date is always like, and I kissed you, right? So I think that what I do know about these is they'll probably have a different cadence. Like the dates will be a little bit different. That's really all I know. I wish I had some cool info to share. Anyway, Kai is the first one that they revealed. Uzanaga, the snake with 4 arms and pointy ears. Nothing makes sense in this character. Apparently he came from a mysterious past world. So I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't really have much to say on these, except that I am interested to see what they're like. Kai is really cool. A lot of people really love his design. I think it's nice. I'm more excited for the second one. This is the second one. Vivi is the one I'm most excited for because it sounds like an enemies to lovers trope, which is my jam. Vivi is apparently trying to kill you, which makes perfect sense. If there's anyone who would write a character that's trying to kill you and then ends up romancing you instead, it would be Dylan, so get excited for that. And then the third one, I'm joining the masses and assuming that this third one is Wesley, which is just going to be so interesting because so many people hate Wesley right now. I wonder if that would make people like him. That's kind of all I have to say on these. I'm just really excited for Vivi in particular. I think she's really cute and I think it's going to be really fun. So I just wanted to bring this up before moving on because I know that if you haven't seen this, it's really exciting, but also if you have seen it, like, how could I not talk about it? If you haven't seen this tweet, like, go ahead, go to the Sunhaven Twitter and like it so that we can reveal the third person. As I'm recording this, we don't have enough. Like, it's pretty close. I think it will get there. It's gonna be really exciting, and I'm sorry for the low energy explanation of these, but I am really, really excited for these. This has kind of consumed all my thoughts. But anyway, I'll let you watch what happens with Iris because I loved Iris. It's taken me a long time to get to this point. I was actually fearing for my life the way that Iris just never tried to give me a date. It's many days of asking myself if the game is bugged. I don't really remember what she said before this, but I think it was something like, oh, it's so nice having you in Nelvari. Something. It reminds me of when I was a kid. More travelers used to come through back then. Do you have a favorite memory from growing up here? Let me think. There was that time when my friend Angel the Argy and I interesting, and I climbed up to the top of the grand tree, and I don't mean the elder's room, I mean the very tippy top. So many stories. If we were able to be alone more, we could talk about all sorts of stuff. Oh, so like a date? I guess you could see it as a date. What do you say? Come by my house tomorrow, 12 p.m.? I can't respond to this. I can't say, yes, that sounds good. It's just, we're in it now. All right, well, I guess we've already committed to the date. Thank you for asking me. Have a Havenite, because I have so many of them. You bet. And I will see you there. So our date starts pretty soon, but before we do that, I want to go into Iris's house and see if there's anything we can find in here. I did already look through it, and it seems like there's no diary we could read, which is disappointing. So I know for Zyla, there was a journal you could read with like some lore that kind of added to her character. And I was hoping that I would get more of that, but I think that I just happened to choose characters that don't have journals in their rooms. So woodworking tools, some information about what Iris likes, and that's it. The thing that like actually infuriates me is like, look at how many books are here and not one of them can be read. Not a single one. It feels insulting. But our date is about to start. Actually, it has already started and we're fashionably late, so let's go take care of that. You made it. Are you ready to go? I'm ready. If we stand right next to this water, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind, okay? I mean, it wasn't next to that water. Cue the, I know this isn't super special. This will sound weird, but I'm not used to this kind of thing. Going on dates, I mean. What made you want to go out this time? You mean, why with you? I'm not totally sure. Sheesh, I don't mean that the wrong way. I just mean that I usually turn people down when they ask me out. There's something refreshing about you. You're like morning dew. Anyway, this sure beats me locking myself away to work all the time. You're special to me too. You really put yourself out there. That's something else refreshing about you. Actually, this date means more to me than I'm letting on. Everyone in Nelvari is so familiar to me. I've been living with them for almost 100 years now. That's a long time. I think that's why it's so exciting to be out with you. You're so different from everyone else here. Is it because I'm not from Nelvari? No, it's more than that. You think and speak differently than anyone I've met. I learn something new from you every time we talk. I've learned a lot from you too. If you could keep hanging out with me, I'm afraid that won't stop. It's the way of an enchantress, always learning through research or experiments. Better get used to it. Even though I know it would expand my knowledge, the thought of adventuring into the world makes my heart start pounding. Is that normal? No, that sounds like anxiety. Maybe it is some kind of fear. Yeah, you might want to go see someone and just talk it out. You know, I know this counselor who likes to have chats that he calls dates. I've never thought about this before, never had a reason to. I'm content with my work here, but now you've got my brain working hard to figure this out. It's okay to be scared, but what interests me is why I'm scared. It doesn't make sense. Please hold while I build up my mental framework of who Iris is as a character. I think I've got it. I think I figured it out. We can move on. Unless you're saying it doesn't have to make sense? Oh boy, now my mind is really gonna fixate on this. Well, you've given me plenty to think about tonight. I think that's just about all my brain can handle. How about we call it a day? For the record, I think you're plenty brave. Oh, quit being cute. I had a great time. See you later. Okay. I actually like Iris as a character. I think she's kind of fun and unique. Sorry, my mind is stewing on this. I will see you on our second date. It's keepsake time. I wanted to get you something. It's a surprise. Think of it as a thank you for being such a good friend to me, but you have to promise to keep it safe. Who puts a dash between thank and you? Who does that, huh? I promise. Thanks, I'm glad I can trust you. It's an enchanted totem. I carved it by hand. Carries a strong enchantment that should help you manage your magic. Please carry it with you. I worked hard to make it. Iris's enchanted totem. 15 mana and 0.1 mana per second. Mana regen is not bad. I just don't need it right now. Yeah, I feel like Iris's keepsake is actually pretty solid. You're looking stronger and stronger every time I see you. I guess that's because of your farm work, huh? I hope you get to see my farm one day. I would like that. It'll just take a little time is all. I hope you'll be patient with me. In the meantime, why don't we see more of Nelvari together? So, a date? Yeah, like a date. Let's meet at my house again, tomorrow at 5 p.m. I can't wait. There might still be a little mess inside, but I'm ready if you are. Oh, I saw it. It is very messy, but that's okay. This is my home. I made it with an engorging enchantment I developed. Did you notice it's a pumpkin? I also grew the pumpkin. That's really cool. I'm glad you like it. Navarra didn't bless me with magic for nothing. It's the least I can do for my people. Do you mean make yourself a house out of a pumpkin? Is that the least you could do, was create a house for yourself? I'm so glad you made a house for yourself for your people. Navarra made a good choice blessing you. At the time, I didn't want it. Can you believe that? Oh, she got blessed by Navarra for her people? Interesting way to look at it, I guess. At the time, I didn't want it. Can you believe that? It felt like someone else could have used it more, but now I'm glad she chose me. Obviously, I've put the magic to good use. In a way, having this magic set me apart from others here. I mean, I'm grateful for it. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. But I was always more advanced than my peers. I never made close friends with anyone because I was seen as competition. I ended up spending a lot of time in Navarra's sanctuary as a result, learning from her and honing my knowledge. Eventually, I identified with my magic more than with my neighbors. That sounds a little lonely. Kind of, but I treasure any time I get to spend with Navarra. And at least I can use my skills to help the town now. Even if no one talks to me much, I know that what I'm doing is important. These options suck so bad. So what Iris is saying is that, like, she had a hard time making friends and she really only feels close to Navarra. And she's, like, trying to help out the town by doing magic for them. And the options are you should stop working for them until they appreciate you, or you're the most selfless person I've met. Which both seem really terrible. Like, you should stop working for them until they appreciate you screams to me like, you're not getting what you're owed, like pretty entitled. But it's clear that she likes what she's doing, so I feel like you should stop working for them is kind of disenfranchising her of all of her own work and progress. And you're the most selfless person I've met. If she's kind of a loner, then saying she's selfless seems kind of strange to me. Like, if she was selfless, she would not be doing what she wants to do, and I get the sense that she does what she wants to do all day, which is magic. I don't like either of these, but it seems like the second one is the option that the game wants from us, so that's the one we'll choose. Actually, I don't see it that way. I'm blessed with the ability to help, so that's my responsibility. Okay. Without social distractions, I've made a lot of important discoveries. Life in Nelvari is thriving largely because of my work, so I let go of any resentment a long time ago. Yeah, isn't this like what I was saying, is that to some sense she enjoys it, because she wouldn't be spending her whole life researching magic if she didn't enjoy it on some level. So it doesn't make sense to say she's selfless, because she is getting something out of it for herself. Let's call her very mature. Although I feel like these are also bad. It's funny, maybe it's because I've been sort of an outcast, but I almost don't even care about being welcomed by other elves. But just now, hearing you say that made me realize I care much more about what you think than what they think. We've really become close since you showed up in Nelvari. On one hand, I kind of get that sentiment of like, I don't care what others think, I only care about what you think. On the other hand, that kind of speaks towards an unhealthy mindset in life, because if you don't care what others think, then you're missing out on fulfillment that you could get. Not like you should always care what other people think, but if you're gonna spend your whole life trying to tell yourself you don't care what others think, that's gonna put you in a bad spot. Does that make sense? Iris strikes me as someone who's like, kind of like settled in where she is, but it may not be the best version of herself. Anyway, we have gotten super close. Thank goodness you feel the same way. I was a little worried you wouldn't. It's getting a little late for me. There's always more work to do, you know? How about we call it a night? Sounds good, I'll see you later. It's not that she doesn't feel understood. It's that she doesn't feel like she belongs with the rest of the town. Okay, I could see that. But man, wouldn't it be great if we got some character development where she was like, you know, I really do wish I could be part of the town, and I've made a friend, and I'm like slowly reaching out to more people around me. Like, wouldn't that character development be so exciting? Oh well, take what we can get with this game. It's kind of where I'm at. Now it's dating time. Do you want to ask Iris to date you? I would. You'd like to date me? Well, I'd like to date you too, so I guess that settles it. I'm your girlfriend. Hurrah! Let's ask to hang out with Iris. I know she's sitting outside, but she'll come inside for us. I'm so sorry for the mess, and there's no place to sit. No one ever comes to visit me, so I don't really treat my home like a place to host company. I truly am sorry about the mess. The mess is okay. I was experimenting with lichen? I think that's how you pronounce that? That could be used as a type of glue to bond pieces of wood together. I haven't had much success so far. Tell me more about it. It grows naturally on trees and dirt. If I could enchant a type of lichen that is extra sticky, we could grow it as a building material. I know you can do it if you put your mind to it. I feel like Iris is a very fun parallel to Zyla. They're both concerned about building, but one is like very outgoing, more superficial, I guess, and the other is like more reclusive and like 10 layers deep in the craft. It's a fun parallel. I know you can do it if you put your mind to it. You really don't mind the mess? I never kept my home tidy, and I know it made others avoid visiting. At some point I stopped caring entirely. I'm ashamed to admit that. What did we say earlier that it sounds like Iris has social anxiety? She also have depression? I'm just concerned. I just want to make sure she's good. I like an elf who isn't afraid to get messy. Iris flashes an awkward smile as if she's convincing herself to follow through with something. She gives you a fast kiss. I love you. Cute. You try to help Iris tidy her research up, but you both realize it would take all night. You share a laugh and then decide it's best to leave before it gets too late. I think, like, character-wise, Iris is my favorite so far. Just in terms of, like, who she is. Like, her general personhood, characterhood. Maybe it's because I feel like there's the most, like, opportunity to do something with her character. I don't know exactly, but I do like Iris, like, quite a lot. Now we just have to propose to her until she says yes. But you're proposing? Oh, I'm sorry, I was just so unprepared for this. Me as well, Iris, don't worry. The answer is yes, obviously. I know you'll want it in Sunhaven, so I'll talk to your Archmage to set it up. Just be there tomorrow at 4 p.m. This is so exciting. Yes, it is. I can't wait. Let's go. Me and Iris, I feel like we coordinate kind of well. Here's the part you've been waiting for. I do. Before these witnesses, you have pledged to be joined in marriage. The power granted to me, I pronounce you hearted. That's the wedding ring status. Yeah, I like this wedding ring. It's cute. 5 spell damage, 15 health, 30 mana. Is okay. It is fine. It's a fine wedding ring. I still feel like Donovan's wedding ring is just so good compared to everyone else. Like, why? No wonder everyone wants to romance Donovan. He just has the best wedding ring. Iris's room has no business being this cute. Wait, what? Didn't her room look like a trashed mess? And then she brought it here and it's absolutely fucking adorable. It looks so nice. This is like one of the first times that I've seen a room that does not look like the other. I love Iris's room so much. Oh my god. Fetch quest right away. I love it when the NPCs play along. My dear, do you think I could maybe ask you for something? Anything? What do you need? I hope this doesn't sound silly, but do you think you could bring me some prickle tot pear jam? It's just sort of my favorite. You make it so well, and of course, I'll get it right away. Thank you. I hate making you take care of me, but also I kind of don't. Is this trying to develop her character into someone who doesn't mind relying on others, who isn't like fiercely independent? Okay, I see the attempt. I'm here for it. Yeah. I like it. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take what I can get here. I've acquired the goods. Now we just have to give it to Iris. Thank you. Oh, now we need some fresh bread to spread it on. Happy to help. I didn't get anything. What? She literally just said like the most random thing to end that quest. I'm so sad. I thought she was gonna be like sweeter or nicer, but I guess not. I'm the Enchantress of Novari, but you're the one who enchanted me. There we go. That's the romantic line I wanted. Now we memory loss her. I'm sad about this one. I liked Iris a lot. She was a good one. Potion? I don't usually drink things like potions, but I'll try it if it's from you. Iris drinks the potion, forgets everything about your marriage. I don't feel any different. Aren't potions supposed to make you feel different? And what's this ring doing on my finger? It's strange. You don't feel any different. Even though you just lost all of your feelings for me. Tragedy of the century. Alright, well, that was the Iris romance. Hope you enjoyed. Have a great rest of your morning, day, evening. Next is Vaughn, I think. 5 romances so far. That's pretty good. How many do we have left? 8, 9, 10. There's 15? God damn. Alright, well, there's no way we're getting through all these. But anyway, Vaughn is next, so just be excited for that. I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.